Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos and what are they all about? Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I show you how to put it together. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue, as in, chains or pipes or anything you have to be very careful with, I'll let you guys know. If anything on the sprue is numbered differently to the instructions, again, I'll let you guys know. If you're interested in certain models or starting a new models for new army, or in this case, you're interested, you're looking at this game in Marvel Crisis Protocol, think it's fantastic, and well, let me get into it. Again, this is just to help you out, and it's something different for me to build as well. So for all my regulars here, guys, I put a love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Right, so as you can see, it's a Marvel Crisis Protocol model. As you would have seen from the thumbnail, I'm building on Mega Red. I've had this model for a while, but I just been stuck on the 40k stuff. Now this is all these special rules and these stats and that. I don't understand any of this because I haven't played any games yet. So I don't even go through this because I don't understand any of it. But there's got some cards in there as well. Let's have a look at the sprue. Right, so for everyone that's new, this is what we do first of all. Tools needed as usual. Mold line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade. If you're using a bladed tool, be careful because it's sharp. Just let anyone in the house know you're using one so you don't get scared by accident. Clippers, most useful part of our kit. Now I do have sanding block. Okay, nice fresh one, and this one still has a bit of sharpness on it. That's for getting into nitty-gritty parts like that'd be for these parts, these whips. Here's a plastic kit, so plastic glue. I do have super glue at hand, just in case. So next thing we do, everyone that's new, we have a look at the sprue and see what we can ascertain is what and work out and make things easier for ourselves. Well, first of all, there is whips. I can see those. Yeah. There's his body, his head. There's looks like arms, hands. In this other little sprue, there's his legs. That looks like he's standing standing stone where he stands. There's a bit of hair, and these look like shin guards or something like that. So, first piece is needed. It's number 2 and number 3. 3 body parts. I'm going to strip those off, clean those down, so you how to go together. Right, so it's pretty straightforward. Hexagon hole, hexagon peg. They just go in to each other. Okay, so I'm going to glue that into place and I'm going to come back down for the next pieces. Right, so the next piece is needed is number 4, which is this arm piece, and number 5, which is this hand. And looking at them, with previous experience of building some of these models, sometimes these are the wrong way around, but with looking at them, they look pretty much spot on. So I'm going to snip those 2 pieces off, clean them down, and show you how they go together. Right, so there's a little rectangle bit in there. There's a little rectangle bit there. That just slots into there like that. So I'm going to glue that into place and then go back for the next piece. And the next piece is number 6 and number 7. Yeah. And this one has a hole, pin. And this one has a little hole in there. It goes on the same way. So I'm going to clean them off, glue them down and put them together and then come back for the next pieces. And so the next piece needed is number 1, which is his head, and number 12, which is his hair. So I'm going to snip those off, clean those down, show you how they go together. One thing I keep forgetting to say to you, the power here has been very weird for the last couple of days. The lights keep flickering, and yesterday the power started going off and coming back on. Not just in the workshop here, but in the house as well. We were filming we were playing 40k 10th edition, our first game, and filming, and it just lights went out. So the camera couldn't see nothing because it was too dark for the camera. That's why the video never went up. But in case that happens whilst I'm doing this, I just wanted to let you guys know. And it's hammering down rain, of course it is. Anyway, I'm going to clean these down and show you how they go together. And this is one of those weird things. I put some glue in there so you're not going to see it, but there's a little hole in there. Not even a hole, it's like a little groove. And that's supposed to just sit on top like that. Okay. So I'm going to have to go off camera and hold that into... Oh, no, there we go. That's how it's meant to go, something weird like that. Anyway, I'm going to hold that for a few minutes and come back to the next piece. Right, the next one we need is number 10, which is this leg here, and number 13, which is this shin guard, the top one. So I'm going to snip those off, clean those down, show you how they go together. That's very straightforward. There's a hexagon hole, hexagon pin, and it comes up to here as well, so I'll put glue on it already. And it just slots in there like so. That's the easiest slotting from this model so far. So the other leg and the other shin guard are exactly the same. So I'm going to snip those, clean those, glue those, and then come back for the next piece. So that's an eventful day. I dropped both shin guards, yeah, on the floor, both of them. Not at the same time, I dropped one, found that, cleaned it, glued it on. Just like cleaning the other one, dropped that as well. And then the lights just went off and come back on. So we're having one of those days today. Right, so the next thing to do is put all the body parts onto the model. Now, the head has that mad little pin. You can see there's a mad little scap in there, so it goes in at an angle. The arm has a mad pin. It goes in there. Yeah. The legs are the same. Pick it up. It's a mad little pin and a mad hole that goes in. Yeah. So I'm going to glue all those together and then come back to you for the next piece. Our next piece we need is number 15, which is this little base part. So I'm going to snip that off and clean it down, because that's not the next piece in the instruction, but that's me putting that on the model is not going to hinder anything else that's been done. But that also gets rid of the sprue. So I'm going to clean that and show you how that goes on. Right, so one of his feet has the little shoe print, and that goes in there. Simple as that. So I'm going to glue that into place and then come back for his last little pieces. Right, so the two bits left of his tentacles. They have number 8 and number 9. Number 8 goes in this hand on this side of his body. Number 9 goes on that side of his body. Now, be very careful when taking these off. As you can see, they're very thin, very flexible. This is where sanding sponge comes in, because it's a lot easier just to hold the piece and give it a sand down. Yeah. So I'm going to snip off number 8, clean it down, show you how that goes on, and then number 9 the same. Well, number 9 would be the opposite way, but right. So this is a little bit of a fiddly one. He's got a little hole in his wrist there. So a bit of glue in there. The arm still isn't even fully secured. Of course not. And then this goes in like that. No, wrong way around. Oh, how does that go in? Goes in. Nope. this tip is meant to come down the front of him. So no. We'll figure it out. I'm going to go off camera and figure it out and come back to you and show you. That's why I can't figure it out, because in the instructions it's saying this is number 8. Number 8 is this one. That's not. That's number 9. The other one's number 8. So they had that numbered up on the instructions wrong. So this basically goes in like that. Yeah, that's why you couldn't get it in, because it was wrong. That's not going to be probably. I'm going to glue that in properly, and then the other one goes in the other side, but I'll show you that in a second. Right, so the other one glues in the to this arm, and it goes in like that. Yeah. So I'm going to glue that into place, and then glue him to his base, and come back for final ports and pretty pictures. Right, sorry about that. As you saw, the lights all went off and then come back on. That's what's been happening continuously over the last couple of days. It's a nightmare trying to play PlayStation. It just keeps turning off and then turning back on. It's like, oh. Anyway, he's all done. Now, apart from the mistake of the tentacles, where they've numbered that up wrong, that's a mistake on them, not on me. But if you come to build this model, I've already shown you that, so you know that that's, you know, to keep an eye out for that. Tentacles are a bit of a nightmare to clean because they are really flexible and everything else, and I just see a little bit of something there on the thing that I can clean afterwards. Like I said before, if you build a model and then afterwards you go, oh look, there's a mold line or there's a bit of sprue damage, to leave it to dry. You just glue it, leave it to dry. Once it's dry, it's one solid piece of plastic. You can clean it afterwards. Difficulty rating for this model, I'd probably give it a 3. You know, Marvel Crisis Protocol models are not that difficult to build. It's just sometimes they're a little bit fiddly, and sometimes things are numbered up wrong. But the only fiddly part of this is the tentacles. It's pretty straightforward to go in. It's just clean them. It's the issue there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps someone when they're building this model themselves, or I hope this interests people to get into Marvel Crisis Protocol. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps channel out in a massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video on more and more people. And thank you for everyone to support the channel for as long as you have. It means so much to me. Until next time, guys, take it easy.